All right, man, peace. I meant to do this video a while ago. I'm talking about probably like a year or two ago, in which I wanted to review this clip of this trans man that works as a Starbucks barista who started having a Karen moment, a male Karen moment, or wannabe male Karen moment about how the realities of work is affecting them and about how, it's unfair in the labor force and all this other stuff. And think about it is, in my honest opinion, when I watched the video, I thought to myself, I said, don't nobody want to hear your goddamn problems. Reality is reality. You need to work, make this money. You work what, 25 hours a week? You work part-time and you complain about all the shit you have to go through as a trans man, wannabe man, and you sit up there blaming society or you feel like it's unfair? Bitch, like, perk up. It is what it is. And the reason why I thought about making this video is because I find it so entertaining when you have these wannabe men that sit here and say, I want to go through this operation and this, that, and the third. But then when they become a man, they start to feel like, oh damn, I really have to deal with this. This is the reality of what it is to be a man. And it don't feel good, does it? And of course, you have these lesbians that want to be able to feel like what it is to be like a man. They go on these numerous dates with these women, and then they come into the reality, damn, this is what men have to put up with when it comes to dating. And then it got so bad to the point it was actually one of them that experimented with being like a man and actually off themselves. So it's not like I'm saying that being a man is a badge of honor, but what I will say is, it's not something to play with when you want to be the opposite gender. I don't want to be a woman. I don't want to know what it's like being a woman. I'm good with being a man. But at the same time, it's just like, yo, reality is reality. And I find it shockingly entertaining and funny. So let's look at this clip. I'll give my commentary along the way. So, Pete.
At Starbucks and wonder why we need a union at Starbucks. And I am literally about to quit. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it, but like, I really want to. I almost walked out today and I'm crying in the back room right now and I almost cried on the floor. It's just, I'm like a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week. And then on weekends, they schedule me the entire day, open to close. I'm on the schedule for 8.5 hours.
You know something, viewing this video already, I already started to get ticked off because it's not even just the fact of the matter, this is a trans man. This is a Gen Z problem, loosely millennials. It's this concept where they have this entitlement, this whole entire thing like, oh, I got to do all these hours and da 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 da. It's a job, bitch. You sat up there and signed the application, and now you sitting up there talking about, well, why I got to do all this work? How many times I've worked in a place I did not want to work at? I'm working 12 to 16-hour shifts. Tough shit. And then basically I have to travel on a train or drive a car, whatever it is, and come back to work the next day. It is what it is. You want to make this money, you want to be able to pay your bills and get along with life and stuff like that. You have to make those sacrifices of your time and being able to do what you got to do. Certain people work different day shifts, work overnight, work during the day, whatever it is, do what you got to do to make the money. As a man, quote unquote, sickening.
3.5 hours into my shift, there's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day. Only 5 people were put on the schedule, and somebody had to call out. And there are 4 people running the whole store, and there's so many customers, and there's possibly scheduled 5 people. We only have 13 people employed at this store, and there's so many customers. They're good.
I just find it amusing. Like this person is crying because they have to deal with customer service. You get fucked when it comes to dealing with retail and hospitality and all that other stuff. It is what it is. You signed up for it. You work in a Starbucks store, bitch. You have to sit up there and deal with the realities of dealing with Starbucks. Motherfuckers want their macchiato hot, certain temperature. You have these Beckys that want a pumpkin latte and all this other stuff, and you mad and you sit up there crying because you have to deal with all these customers. Then don't get a job in customer service. Then don't deal with retail. Don't deal with anything that has to deal with food because otherwise, in that you're gonna get fucked. And the thing about it is, there's gonna be so many people that come in. Don't let it be high school students either. If you work by a high school or you work by elementary school, you're definitely messed up by then. Well, don't even let it be a corporate building. Let alone let it not be a city like mine. And there's Starbucks that's by a train station, a high school, and a corporate building. You definitely gonna get messed up by that point. I don't know why they do it to themselves and then expect the world to sit up there and fill out their feelings because later in this video, this individual is going to feel upset that they got misgendered. I'm going to let y'all see for yourselves and I'll give the commentary. Let's continue.
Our manager was supposed to come in this weekend and he took himself off the schedule so he wouldn't be able to be held accountable for calling out. He just literally tore down the schedule that he was scheduled on and put up a new schedule where he wasn't on the schedule. Also, he couldn't have even seen that he was scheduled in the first place because he didn't want to be held accountable for not wanting to come in. They don't want to help us. We need a union because this can't happen. This can't happen. We need fair scheduling. We need managers to hold themselves accountable for helping their workers. They refuse to turn mobile orders off. We need the liberty to be able to do that because there's so many mobile orders, and I need.
And the thing about it is this, that whole union shit, I mean, maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. If I feel like a job is treating me like shit and I don't feel like dealing with it, I leave. I sit up there and apply to different jobs. Until that, I take all the bullshit that I have to deal with at said company until I'm able to sit up there and get a new job and just piece the hell out. I mean, unions, this, that, and the third. I'm not even sure if Starbucks is even doing unions at this point. It's different because this video came out in 2022 and it's 2025. And what you're starting to see at a lot of these Starbucks is that they're actually starting to close a lot of Starbucks. There's like national closings of Starbucks. So I don't, Starbucks at this rate wouldn't even be reasonable. I mean, well, a union at this rate wouldn't even be reasonable. But the thing about it is like, why complain and cry? And that's one thing I gotta say to men. All that shit that y'all be dealing with when y'all online and y'all want to talk about y'all real life problems and this, that, and the third, that's girly shit. In my opinion, I don't believe that men should be sitting up there talking about their work problems online, let alone their personal lives online like that. Depends on the conversation or whatever. But if you bitching about your job and this, that, and third, that's girly shit. Let that be something that girls talk about. You sit up there complaining. Like example, if I seen a man making the video, I would think he's a bitch. Because the thing about it is, at the end of the day, ain't no reason to be complaining about that. You signed up for what you signed up for. You signed to be a barista and a cashier. So you go and complain. You could be like, oh well, I have all these people that come up on my line. Yeah, that's what you got to deal with. If anything, go to a support group. Obviously, this is not a man. This is a trans man, aka a confused woman who's sitting up there lamenting and sitting up there getting all upset and getting in her fifis because the fact of the matter is she has to deal with the reality of customer service, cashier, dealing with food and all these different things for customers. Is what it is.
Orders ready. And they don't know what yelling at me because I don't have their orders ready. And they don't know what to do. And a customer was misgendering me today, like really badly. I didn't have their order ready. And so they were just like talking to each other and they're like, she's clearly incompetent. I have a full mustache and beard.
I don't give a fuck, bitch. Listen. The funny thing about these little trans men that be walking around, I mean, you can tell them in New York City too. They really get mad at you for misgendering. It's like ain't nobody got the time. We could tell that you we can tell that you a woman. I mean, look, listen, we have to deal with these cookie cutters, snowflakes in this society that want you to sit up there and gender them correctly. And then sit up there and say, well, I don't like how you're misgendering me. And it's like, well, you decided to sit up there and get a fake operation and all these chemicals in your body to appear like you are a man, when in reality, you don't even act like a man. And then we can get into that whole conversation. What does it mean to act like a man? And what does it mean to act like a woman? But at the end of the day, psychologically, men and women are wired differently. If anything, they'll sit up there and tell you, well, men have emotions and this, that, and third. Yes, that's true. That's something I advocate on this channel. But at the same time, we just know as men, ain't shit that you complain about, should be complaining about, especially when it comes to the atmosphere of working. And then you got misgendered. I can't get misgendered because I have a full-on beard. So there's no way that someone can say, oh, well, what is your pronouns and this, that, and the third? You know I'm a man. There's nothing else to really say. But hey, it is what it is. I don't feel sorry for them at all. Just saying.
I don't get accommodations for being there. What the fuck? I don't get accommodations for being neurodivergent. I don't. Like, I can't use. Like, people get mad at me for using my sick time. I don't even know what to do anymore. I'm like at my wits' end with this job. I really am.
And my thing about it is, if you at your wits end with this job and you tearing up and you crying, why you didn't leave yet? Why you didn't quit? I mean, if money's low, then I can understand, but you're gonna have to take the bullshit you're gonna have to deal with until you get a new job. I mean, yo, it's not even just the fact of the matter it's a trans man issue like this. It's also the fact of the matter is society with these damn snowflakes that's Gen Z. And I would say loosely millennials, but more so Gen Zs that just complain about every little thing under the sun. You decided to sign an application. So by you signing the application, you knew exactly what you were signing up for. Read the fine print of what it is expected for you to do at the job. If you don't like it, then find a way to make your own business. Probably be that person that's selling coffee independently, invest in these different coffee bean companies and all this other stuff and make your money. You know what I'm saying? Make your money, honey. Otherwise than that, give me your thoughts in the comment section. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Peace.